When I was in the military, we got issued these Kelty packs to carry a lot of our teaching aids and our equipment that we needed on the trail. This particular one I ended up getting out of a dumpster out back of the base, and I took it and sawed the frame off of it, squatted it down a little bit, did a few other mods to it. But one of the things that I had with me all the time when I took this pack out was this tri-fold sleeping pad. And I didn't come up with this idea. I think it was Tom Luchins that showed me how to do this, if I remember correctly. That way you always have a pad with you. It didn't take up any room in your pack. It's just a cheap foam pad. I made it so that it fits inside the frame. The only downfall to having this inside the frame is it rides on your back and your back gets a little sweaty, but my back gets sweaty anyways. So I just pull that baby out. Not very wide, but plenty wide enough to put on top of a bow bed or insulation bed. Plenty wide enough to kneel on to do firecraft, to sit on a snow bank so you can have a seat and not get all wet. So it's very handy to have it. And I've used it for many, many years. And this has been my pack that I've been using for my late fall and winter trips if I don't have any snow and can't use a sled. That's how it loads in there really easy. But I'm not going to be using this pack anymore. Not that I don't like it or anything, but it's still a great pack. But I'm upgrading to this Snug Pack Bergen. It's that great big Snug Pack. So what I want to do, and this one's an internal frame as opposed to an external frame. What I've done is I want to make a pad that slides down the back of here, and I might figure out a way to secure it in there. Maybe it does float. But I've seen before people that, you know, roll them in a circle and have them in there. Well, this one's too big to do that, so I'm going to cut it into a tri-fold and fix it in here. So what I did is I measured across. It's about 13 inches, and deep it's about 20 inches. So if I do a tri-fold, I'll have 60 inches, and which is 5-foot pad by about 13, 14 inches. I think it was 13 inches. And I got a pad all marked out, and I'll show you how we'll make that as an insert for this pack. Also, you can look for, you know, in probably the end of winter, maybe midwinter, I'll be doing a review on this Snug Pack Bergen also. So I got this old pad. This was when I was in Spokane. I volunteered to go do some wildland firefighting in '92, and they ended up giving us a couple of these pads and like this, I don't know, it was a disposable sleeping bag, but I kept the pads. Ended up throwing the sleeping bag away because it was disposable. But these pads I've had for a long time. It's what I made that other one out of, and this one. But you can use any type of closed cell pad. I got it laid out. It's been rolled up for a while, so the edges are curled. So what I want to do is I was cutting those edges away, and it's going to be 60 inches. I made it 3 panels here, laid out, 20 inches each. So it'll be 20 by 13 inches. I'm going to take just my regular sheath knife and cut this apart. All right, and I'm going to do that with all these pieces, and I'll have 3 pieces, and I'll show you how we tape them together. All right, so I got my 3 panels cut out. Like I said, this one's been stored rolled up for a while. Roll it the opposite way, get it straightened out a little bit. And what I want to do is line up 2 of them. Make sure they line up all the way. I want to take a piece of duct tape. You can start off with small pieces and go halfway. You see that? Halfway on the first piece. Bring it up and leave them together like that. Bring them and tape them. Get another piece. Put that one halfway also, and then bring it back over on that other piece of duct tape. All right. You want to do that along that whole edge right there. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow it to fold flat, as opposed to when you open it up, if you have these two pieces butted up tight, it won't fold like this. It'll get a hump in it. So you want to be sure you tape it when it's like this, and then you can open up and tape the other side. Alright, so I got this side all taped up, right? And it should only fold one way. Unfolds flat, but if you fold it the wrong way, it's not going to fold flat, right? So if you fold it the way you taped it, that's going to be fine. You'll be able to lay it out, it'll be flat. I want to set my next piece in like that. I want it to fold in like this. This to fold like this. So it'll be a trifold, and when I open it up, it'll all lay out. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one taped up, then I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So what I've ended up with here is those three pieces of foam folded into a trifold. Now if you notice, on this side is the side of the original one that I did, right? I had two pieces of duct tape, one that came over to the top to the middle, one that came from here to the middle. And then on the back side, I just put one piece of duct tape just to keep it from splitting apart, right? And what that ends up letting me do is having a one-way hinge. Like I said, if you do it wrong, it's not going to fold upright, right? But if you fold it the way you got it laid out, it folds nice and flat. So we'll see if it fits. And this one's got a lot of curve left in it, and what I might end up doing in the future is putting some grommet holes in here just to tie it, just to keep it nice and flat. But it should fit. Yep. Right down in there. Takes up hardly any room. Actually give this pack a little bit of form, and shouldn't have any problems with it at all as far as weight, space, and it should serve me, hopefully, as long as this pack does. So, trifold sleeping pad, give it a shot.